Are you ready to sell your home? Well, not so fast. There are common mistakes that you need to avoid so that you don't ruin the sale of your house and also cost you thousands of dollars. Mistakes that many homeowners don't even realize that they're making. In this video, I'll share with you the top 10 mistakes to avoid before putting your house on the market. Some of these you probably already know, but there's one mistake that many homeowners are not doing, and it's a critical mistake. So make sure you stick around to the end of the video, and this way you'll have all the insider knowledge on how to sell your house smarter, faster, better, but most importantly, this will put more money in your pocket, so stick around. Let's start with mistake number one, overpricing your home. So I get it. You've put time, money, effort, and a whole lot of love into this house and you want top dollar. But the thing is, buyers don't really care what you think the house is worth. They are comparing your house to the other houses in the area. On average, buyers go to 9 to 10 houses when they're shopping around, and they know what fair market price is. So if you overprice your home, chances are that it's going to sit on the market, especially with mortgage rates so high right now. And almost always, overpriced homes sell less than similar homes that are priced right from the beginning. And I see this so many times in my market. Houses that are gorgeous, but they're just overpriced, and they can sit on the market 2, 3, 6 months on the market. And you don't want that to happen, right? So make sure you get a detailed market analysis so that you can price it right from the beginning and attract the maximum number of buyers and get an offer in your hand as soon as possible. Moving on to mistake number 2 is neglecting curb appeal. Hey, real quick, if you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm Jade Lee-Duffy here in San Diego County, and I'm a full-time real estate agent. And I use a lot of these tips like in this video to help my clients save thousands of dollars or put more money in their pocket. If you have any questions, reach out to me. My phone number is right here on the screen, and let's get back to the video. First impressions matter. When buyers pull up to your house, they're gonna get a hopefully positive feeling about your house, or if it's not great, then they'll get a negative feeling. And however they feel before walking into your house, they're going to want to substantiate that hunch. So if they have a good feeling and they think it's going to be beautiful inside, once they walk in, they're going to look for clues around the house to substantiate what their initial impression was. And if, on the other hand, if they thought that your outside was not well kept, there were leaves around or cobwebs in the door frame, they're going to have a negative first impression, and they're going to be looking for clues around your house to substantiate that. And fixing curb appeal doesn't mean doing a complete makeover on your front yard, but just make sure that it's neat and tidy, bushes are trimmed, the lawn is mowed, or maybe put a fresh coat of paint on the door, and a little can go a long way, trust me. Moving on to mistake number 3 is ignoring minor repairs. Let's talk about the little things that you've been meaning to do for months, weeks, maybe years, but just never got around to. And now that your house is on the market, it's time to get those leaky faucets fixed, the broken cabinet hinge, or maybe cleaning the grout in the tiles. And it might not seem like a really big deal to you, but buyers are going to be looking around for any little clues on the condition of your house. And so they'll be able to pick up how well you've been keeping your house. Buyers will start mentally adding a to-do list and adding up all those little things that they're finding in your house. If they add up to enough, that could make the difference between an offer in your hand or not. But one other thing to keep in mind is that a home inspector will find every little issue, and there will be a huge 80, 100-page document to list out all the things that are wrong with your house. So get ahead of it and tackle all those little easy fixes before buyers order their home inspection. So at least the house feels well maintained. Moving on to mistake number 5 is bad listing photos. Did you know that 90% of buyers search for homes online? So those photos really matter. And whether they're dark and dingy or bright and airy, it's going to make a difference between whether a buyer sets foot in your house or sits at home and keeps scrolling. And if they don't come in person, then chances are they're not going to be writing up an offer. So with my listings, I always have professional photography that showcases my listings in the best possible light, literally, because great photos means more clicks, more showings, and more offers. Mistake number 6 is not staging your home. And I don't mean that you need to hire a stager and spend thousands of dollars. You can do that, which would be great to attract buyers and sell your home. But you can also stage your home by reducing the pieces of furniture that you have in your house so that it's less cluttered and there's an easier flow between the pieces and the flow of your house for when buyers are walking through the home. And also depersonalizing your home so that buyers can visualize themselves living in your house and not so that they can see where your last vacation was. Also add in new bedding, new towels, some fresh flowers, and just keep things neutral if you can. A fresh coat of paint also goes a long way. And if your house is well staged, you can add 1 to 5% increase in purchase price. So that adds up to quite a lot. And trust me, a well-staged home sells for more money and sells faster. Moving on to mistake number 7 is getting too emotional. I get it. Selling your home is personal. You've lived there for years and you love it. It's become your home. Putting your house on the market is a business transaction and you need to think about your home as a product. And also think about if a buyer walked into your house, they've never been there, they don't know you, what are they going to think? Try to keep your emotions in check, like refusing to negotiate or entertain a lowball offer. You might end up turning away the right buyer. Keep your eye on the goal, which is trying to get the best deal possible and moving on to your next chapter. Mistake number 8 is a big one, is not disclosing issues like a leaky roof, plumbing issues, or any mold that you've taken care of in the past. First off, you could get sued. If the buyers end up finding out after they've bought your home and there are major issues that somehow they find out that you knew beforehand and concealed, you could get sued. In California, there's strict disclosure laws and you're required to fill out the transfer disclosure statement and also the seller property questionnaire. So where you must disclose all the facts that you know about. Failing to do so means that you could be liable even after the house is sold. So just be honest and trustworthy and just disclose what you know. Another downside about not disclosing issues with your house is that it can damage trust. If the buyers think that you're hiding something, they might cancel escrow, and this could ruin the sale. And you definitely don't want to do that and put your house back on the market. Mistake number 9 is refusing to negotiate. I understand that you want your price and you've kind of got in your head that you want to make this bottom line, but a little flexibility can go a long way and make sure that everybody in this business transaction walks away feeling good and it's kind of a win-win for everybody. Be open to negotiating so you can kind of have a little bit of give and take and hopefully close the sale. Now that we're at the end of the video, mistake number 10 is not getting a pre-listing home inspection. This very rarely happens. Not very often do homeowners order a pre-listing home inspection to find out what's wrong with the house before listing it. And I advise all my sellers to get a home inspection because it's so critical, because you never know if there are major issues with the house. house. And if you find a major issue during escrow that the buyers have ordered a home inspection and they find out before you do, they have so much leverage to call the shots. And if you don't play ball, then they can cancel escrow. And then everything that they found in the home inspection, you're going to have to disclose. And this happened recently in a sale where I actually represented the buyers. We did a home inspection and we found that there was an active water leak in the slab of the house, and there was also some minor mold and moisture in the floor. Now, if the homeowner had done a home inspection before listing the house, they could have dealt with it. They could have fixed it before putting the house on the market, or they could have fully disclosed it and there wouldn't have been such a big price reduction. I was able to negotiate a $50,000 price reduction because basically we found it and we were able to negotiate that. If I were representing the seller, it would have been much more beneficial to do this upfront and then disclose it. You have much higher leverage that way. So these are the 10 biggest mistakes to avoid when selling your house. And if you are thinking about selling your house in San Diego, let's talk. My number is right here on the screen. I'd love to help you maximize your home value and make the process as stress-free as possible. And if you like this video, check out this one.